From the Newstalk ZB newsroom, this is Newsfix.
In this update, thousands of people across the nation took to the streets this morning fighting the government's changes to the pay equity system. Changes passed through urgency in May, raising the threshold to lodge claims and putting unresolved claims on pause. More than 20 events have been held from Whangarei to Invercargill today, with a turnout of more than 10,000 people in total. New Zealand Council of Trade Unions Vice President Rachel McIntosh says affected people like teachers, support workers and nurses gathered in strength.
Yes, people are angry, but also people are hopeful and people have a vision of how things could be better.
More than 20 products from the New Zealand snack brand Tasty have been pulled from shelves over fears they could contain pieces of metal. Some of the affected bars, nuts and snack balls had already been exported to Australia, Fiji, India and Singapore. New Zealand Food Safety says there are no known injuries, but consumers should dispose of the products or return them for a refund. MPI's food recall page has a full list of the affected tasty batches and flavours. United States President Donald Trump says he and Chinese Premier Xi Jinping have approved a deal on the future of TikTok in the United States. The social media app was previously told it had to sell its US operations or risk being shut down. The ban's been delayed 4 times by President Trump since it was first announced in January. The president says he and Premier Xi agreed in a phone call today to keep TikTok operating, and they've pledged to meet in just over a month in South Korea.
I found his word to be very good. President Xi and I had a long talk. We talked for almost 2 hours.
Despite this, China has yet to confirm that a deal's been struck on TikTok's US future. Paihia in the Bay of Islands has had double the number of searches from school holiday makers this year on one online travel site. However, Queenstown, Auckland and Christchurch topped the trending searches for domestic spots on Booking.com. New Zealand area manager Melissa Ellison says New Zealanders are eager to make the most of the longer daylight hours. That's news. In sport, Wellington and Counties Monaco have kept their NPC quarterfinals hopes alive with commanding wins. The Lions have beaten Southland 75-19 in Porirua, having led 42-5 at half-time to move into 8th on the live ladder. In Pukekohe, Counties Monaco beat Auckland 49-28 in the Battle of the Bombays, with returning All Blacks halfback Cam Roigard getting just over half an hour of action off the bench. Waikato's finished top of the Farah Palmer Cup regular season standings with a 60-17 win over Hawke's Bay. Canterbury's finished second following a 46-12 win over Bay of Plenty. Waikato will play Manawatu next week in the semis and Canterbury will meet Auckland. That's sport. I'm Joe Gilfillan.
For more news, listen to Newstalk ZB live on iHeartRadio.